Hi, my name is Sarah Gopal. I'm coming to you from Bilbao, Spain, where I'm studying abroad for a semester, and this is my Snapchat takeover. I'm an international business and accounting dual major with a minor in Spanish, which is why I chose Spain, and I'll be graduating in winter of 2019. So my first class of the day is Cultura y Lengua Vascas, which is Basque language and culture in Spanish, and I'm studying abroad in the Basque country, so it's perfect. So my second class of the day is gastronomy or gastronomia, and it's a class where every other week I get to go cook food in a choco or a public kitchen, and it's really cool. So my friend Marika, also from Grand Valley, go Lakers, is also in the gastronomy class, and we get to cook fun things like paella, stuffed tomatoes.
So for me, this class is really fun. It's a little stressful though because I've never cooked before this class, and we fry a lot of things. So we have like the aceite that's like flying everywhere, and it's
So in the Basque Country, there are three main languages spoken here, which are Spanish, Basque, and English.
So an important part of the day here in Spain is la siesta, or nap time. Normally it's after lunch, but I'm taking mine a little early today because I have some afternoon classes. So Fred and I here are going to take a short little siesta, and I'll see you when I wake up.
So there's three things I always try to tell anyone who's thinking about studying abroad for a semester. And the first one is, if you can, try to do a shorter program first, like a summer term or a J term, especially if you haven't traveled outside of the country or outside of your home state much. The first time I ever left Michigan was actually to go to a summer program in Rome, Italy for 5 weeks, and I learned a ton of stuff about traveling abroad that really helped me prepare for being away for 4 months. And since that program was only 5 weeks, I just feel like it prepared me better for what it would be like to be away from the States and away from my family for so long. My second tip is to stay with a host family if it's one of the options. My first summer study abroad program, I stayed in an apartment with other international students, and I made a lot of friends, and I'm still friends with the girls I stayed with, but I feel like I'm getting so much more out of this experience with my host family. They're able to teach me so much more about Bilbao, the city I'm staying in, and the culture here, and it's really nice to have 3 meals prepared for me a day, not having to worry about cooking. Plus, it gives me a chance to try the different foods of the culture. And my last tip is to show some Grand Valley pride while you're abroad. I actually met the friends I have today because they are wearing Grand Valley t-shirts, and I saw them on the street my first day here and was like, hey, we go to the same university. And they all know me because I carry around this giant Grand Valley flag to all the excursions, and I'll upload some of those pictures later. So one of the questions I was asked is what it's like being in Spain right now with the independence movement in Catalan. And there have been a few peaceful protests in Bilbao since it's the capital of this region. But as a whole, the Basque Country is not that close to Catalan, so you don't see that much of it. I've had a few friends who have traveled to Barcelona during the protests even, said unless you're in the city centers, it's really not that as big of a deal as the media makes it out to be. So another question I got asked is why I chose to live with a host family, and there's really a couple of reasons for that. The first is because I already lived in a shared apartment with other international students, and I found it was really hard to cook for myself because there was no one native in the apartment that I could ask questions of. With my host family, they cook for me, and it's delicious meals, and plus they're always around for me to ask questions of, like how do I call a taxi? Also, they help with my Spanish speaking skills because I can, hold conversations with them, and they speak both English and Spanish. And lastly, it was the cheapest option. Hi, so another question I got is why I chose this specific program. And for a long time, I was going back and forth between this program and an independent program. And the ultimate reason why I chose this program is because it's a partnership with Grand Valley State. So it makes it really easy to have the support I need here from both my Grand Valley professors and the professors here. Plus, it was highly, highly recommended to me by one of my Spanish professors. Next, I'm going to ask the same question of one of my friends that I've met here, Michael, and he'll tell you why he chose this program as well.
Hello. Stop laughing. I chose this study abroad program because it is a lot cheaper than a lot of the other ones. Also, I wanted to get out of America and discover new cultures.
So there's multiple different ways to pay for a study abroad trip. There's scholarships through both Grand Valley and outside sources. There's student loans, which are available both the summer terms and the different semester terms. And of course, there's outside funding, like paying for it out of pocket. I personally am paying through it with loans, but I did pay for my previous study abroad program in the summer through a summer scholarship. And there are a couple of those offered based on your major. If you do have any questions about financial aid and paying for it, I would say Padnos International Center and or our financial aid office would be your best options. So something that I've learned since I've gotten here about 2.5 months ago was that Spanish teachers really don't give any homework, and it's really awesome. So if you want to have a nice, easy semester off, I would highly suggest studying abroad because you get to get out of the States and there's not much homework. Okay, Lakers, it's getting pretty late over here in Spain, so I'm going to say one more thing and then I'm going to log off for the day. It's been really fun hanging with you guys. If you've ever thought about studying abroad or doing anything like that, it doesn't have to be in Europe or Asia. It can be Canada, Mexico, even somewhere else in the United States. I would highly, highly suggest finding someone to talk to about that. It can be me, it can be one of your friends who study abroad. The Padnos International Center is a huge resource for everybody, because they know all the answers about traveling abroad and they can do everything for you pretty much. If you need a passport photo, they can even do that. And it's just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Grand Valley makes it so easy for you to go abroad, and they'll be able to help you in ways that you might not be able to take advantage of later in life. So if you can, definitely study abroad. It's incredible meeting other people and seeing everything. And if you have any questions for me, I'm going to attach my blog to one of these, and you can just swipe up and you'll be able to contact me through that. Bye.